If you knew that you had the ability to shoot that down, why did you allow the first spy balloon to run across the entire United States and suck up all of that information? Oh, and yeah, they now know for sure, or at least they're making it known publicly from the White House, that the first spy balloon was a spy balloon and it was sucking up information. Listen to this.
This balloon had the ability to eavesdrop. It had signals intelligence capability. And that is one detail that's now emerged. They're confirming that on the record now. Also, that this was a program directed by the Chinese military. So it was an explicit military program according to the Biden administration. And also that the manufacturer of the balloons is basically a company in the defense industry in China. So very much part of the military defense complex in China.
Yes, of course it was the Chinese CCP military. Of course it was. What are we paying the CIA and the FBI and all these intelligence agencies for? Like, it took them a week to figure this out. I think everybody like you and me, we had this figured out on day one. I don't think that a regular civilian over there in China would be spying on the U.S. That doesn't make any damn sense at all. We're paying billions and billions of dollars to the Department of Defense, to our military, all this equipment, all this high-tech stuff that we're paying for, and this is what we get. Oh, that's money well spent, let me tell you. If this is our military, if this is our military system today, we are in big trouble when it comes to China. We're in big trouble. And like I mentioned, they're pulling out that spy balloon, the first one. They're pulling that out of the ocean right now. They got the big portion of that, and they came up with some new questions. They want to know, how is it that we are just finding out that these spy balloons are traveling around the U.S. and the world? Listen to this.
And why was it that the military and the intelligence agencies, it really took them literally years to figure out that these, vehicles flying into the airspace were indeed Chinese balloons?
Yeah, this is crazy to me. This is crazy because we are giving our intelligence community hundreds of billions, if not trillions of dollars throughout the years. And we have the highest tech equipment in the world. And we can't even figure out whether this is a spy balloon from China or not. We don't even know if the one that they shot down today was a spy balloon or not. We don't know where it came from. Yeah, it was half the size, a third the size, and they shot it down. That's great job. Great work. But you allowed China to suck up all of the information from the United States, going over all of our military installations, our missile silos, and you didn't bat an eye. You're like, oh no, we need to wait till it goes over the ocean. You guys are so full of it. You're full of it. The American people see it. You are becoming a laughing stock. This government, this military is pathetic. It is pathetic. And then they come out with this balloon today. I think it's all crap. I think this balloon that came out today that they shot down was all for show, because they are eating some crow off of this first one, because we were never supposed to find out about it. We were never supposed to find out about this balloon going across the United States, sucking up all of our sensitive information. Yeah, and it doesn't even matter to me what type of information that they were sucking up. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they were taking Polaroid pictures of the trees as they were going by. None of that matters. It's not supposed to be here. It is not supposed to be in our sovereign air. It's in our sovereign territory, and Joe Biden allowed it to go through. Why? Is it because he's bought and paid for? Is it because he's paying off a debt to China through the Penn Biden think tank? Maybe? Yeah, that's exactly what I think it is. And the more he does, the more it becomes obvious to me that he is captured by the Chinese. He is working as an agent of the Chinese CCP. I don't know how it can be any clearer. I don't need them to tell me that that's what's happening. Everything that's happening around us today shows us exactly that that's happening. It doesn't take a genius to figure it out. It really doesn't. Let's go ahead and go to this next clip. This right here, this next clip should make your jaw drop.
Fox has learned China's spy balloon had Western-made parts with English words on them, raising new concerns about who and from which Western nation sold them to China. A senior State Department official has only gone so far as to say the manufacturer has a direct relationship with China's military.
Excuse me, what? What? Did he just say that it was an American company? Did he just say that it was American technology on that spy balloon that was sending information back to China? Did he just say that American companies are working with China against the United States? This is what happens when you allow American products, American manufacturing to be sent over to our enemy. An enemy that is said out loud and has been very clear with the fact that they want to dethrone the United States and take us down, and so that they can reign over the world. They want to become the world's military power. They want to become the world elite power. And we are sending our sensitive personal information, personal technology, military technology over to China to have it built over there. From what I understand, any manufacturer that does business over there in China, they're actually doing business with the CCP. And one of the regulations that they have is that you have to give up all of the information that it takes to build this stuff. So anything that we send over there to build, we are giving them the blueprints so that they can build it themselves. And anything that we send over there for them to build, they have their fingerprints all over it, whether it's military or whether it's, just regular stuff that you get off of Amazon. And this should infuriate everybody because we have lost all of our manufacturing to China. Most of it, like 80, 85%, maybe 90% of our manufacturing has went to China. So they carry the blueprints for everything that we design, everything that we build goes over to China. And then they use it. But what they're saying is that it had English writing on it or American writing on it, which means that you and I can go up there and read what these components say. So what that tells me is the manufacturer is just building it, whether it's built in China or built in the US or built wherever in a European country where they speak English, they're building it and sending it to China. Why are they doing that? Why would an American company send American technology over to the CCP, knowing exactly what that equipment is for? Why would they send that over to the CCP, knowing what they're going to do with it? More treason? Or maybe it's more nefarious. Maybe somebody in our government gave them the blueprints of this technology. I don't know if that's true because I don't think that it would have American writing on it. I think it would have Chinese writing on it. But this is crazy. But they have confirmed. Listen to this next clip. They have confirmed that they were sucking up all of the information. And the United States couldn't do anything about it. So that balloon was traveling all over the United States, sucking up, I don't know whether it was valuable information, cell phone towers. It doesn't even matter. But they were sucking up all of this information. And the U.S. told us, and Joe Biden told us that they were blocking the transmission so that they couldn't transmit it back to China. And I said in the last video that I thought that was false. I believe that I had believed at that time that they didn't block it. And now they're confirming it. Listen to this.
Adding that the spy craft had multiple antennas to collect and geolocate communications and solar panels large enough to power intelligence collection sensors.
The tool package, the equipment package on that balloon was enormous. We were not able to jam the transmissions. We don't know the extent of the program.
I knew it. I called it. I told you that I don't think that they were blocking those transmissions. And it turns out that they weren't, even though that's what they said they were doing. They tried to get to make us all feel better by saying, don't worry, it's not getting anything. It's useless. It's harmless. It's harmless. It's not doing anything because we're blocking the transmission. It can't do anything. Right? They lied. Our government lied to us when they told us that it was blocking the transmission, because now we are 100% certain that it wasn't. So Joe Biden allowed that thing, knowing what it was doing. He knew damn well what that balloon was doing when it was crossing the United States. He knows more than we do about it. He knew damn well what it was doing, and he still allowed it. Where is our military? Oh, yeah. They're with Joe. This is ridiculous. We are living in clown world for sure. Clown world. In what world is this okay? If we were to send a spy balloon over to China, what do you think they would do? You think they'd shoot it down? Yes. Yes, they would shoot it down. And what do you think would happen after that? Well, there would be some repercussions, I'm sure of it. How do I know that? Because they're already saying that they are reserving the right to retaliate for shooting down their balloon into the ocean. Yeah, that's what they're saying. The hubris of that statement is ridiculous, right? And who knows? Maybe Joe will send it to him. I don't know. We will have to wait and see. Joe's awful friendly with them. But what should have happened, what should be happening right now, is that Joe Biden should be putting some massive sanctions on China. There should throw them out of the UN. Something. Nothing is happening. Joe Biden is acting like nothing is wrong here. What is everybody upset about? It's just a freaking balloon. If it was just a freaking balloon, then why'd you shoot down the second one? Can you tell me that, Joe? Can you tell me that? No, I didn't think so. Take a look at this next clip here. This next clip. The Republicans are the smartest people in Washington, I guess. That statement probably makes some Democrats very angry. But listen to this. They said they couldn't shoot it down, but look, listen to this.
Further classified details were shared with both the House and Senate today inside a closed-door briefing. Republicans left still convinced the administration should have shot the balloon down over Alaska or Montana.
They could have taken that balloon down, and the greatest risk would have been hitting a cow, a prairie dog, or an antelope.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've been saying. There is tens of thousands, or maybe even hundreds of thousands of square miles of land between Montana and South Carolina that they could have dropped that thing down anywhere. They could have dropped it down slowly by letting the helium out slowly and letting it slowly go down to the ground floor, or they could have done it quickly, which is what they did over the ocean, and just pop the hell out of it. But they didn't do anything. Nothing at all. And at least, there are some Republicans that have some common sense over there and say, hey, look, even if you didn't see it coming, at least you could have brought it down when you knew what was happening, but you didn't, right? And don't tell us that you couldn't have done it. It wasn't safe, because there was plenty of opportunity to do it. That's exactly what these guys are saying. But these Democrats, these partisan Democrats, these Democrats that refuse to look at reality and are always in protection mode of their party, like Team Blue, right? Support Team Blue. They will not ever ever admit that they did something wrong or anybody on their team did anything wrong or could have been done differently. Listen to this. If this doesn't infuriate you and tell you what is wrong with our political system today, if this doesn't anger you, I don't know what will. Listen.
But Democrats felt it was right to wait until it floated over water.
I do think it made sense for us to learn something about this balloon, given that it really posed no threat to the United States.
So this is the level of genius that we have in our political systems today. This Chris Murphy guy, this Democrat in the Senate. He says that it posed no danger to the United States. Information in the wrong hands is dangerous. Is this guy stupid? He's either ignorant or a fool, maybe both. This guy has no business being in power at all. This is the guy that's supposed to be passing bills and protecting the United States. He believes that balloon had no significance on the safety and security of America and the American people. Are you kidding me? My mind is blown on the stupidity of these politicians. Blown. But don't worry. Fear not. Fear not, because they have taken a stand. In the House, they have taken a stand to make sure to teach China a lesson. Listen to this.
In a rare moment of unity, the House actually got together and unanimously passed a resolution condemning China for violating U.S. sovereignty.
Well, it's comforting to me to know that China got a well-placed slap on the hand. I will be able to sleep better at night, and I'm sure my daughter will be able to sleep better too. I'll tuck her in there and kiss her goodnight, and she's going to be able to sleep better tonight knowing that China has been taught a lesson. This can't be all that happens. This cannot be the extent of China's punishment for invading U.S. sovereign territory.